Today, our journalist, Marieta Frías, is taking us to a peculiar desert in the south of Spain. Shall we follow her? Opening your eyes in the morning and knowing the weather is nice is one of the reasons why I spend my holidays in this corner of Andalusia, the Cabo de Gata, near Almería. It holds the record for the most hours of sunshine in Spain, the opposite of what I have in Paris the rest of the year. The beaches of this great national park are idyllic, but sometimes you can get tired of the seaside. So I asked the lady at the bar, what else can I do? You can go to Los Albaricoques, the apricots. I thought she was telling me to get lost, but no. Look, you have to follow the dirt path behind the old mine. At the end of the path, you will find Los Albaricoques village, where the Western films were made. It was a promising adventure. I got into my car, it was too hot to go by bike, and entered the impressive, abandoned gold mine. It was ghostly. There was not a soul in that genuine desert. I finally reached my destination. Once there, I felt like I'd seen it all before. I immediately remembered the scenes that were filmed here more than 60 years ago. It was all kept in its original state, unaltered. The alleyways used by cowboys on horseback. The duel ground between Lee Van Cleef and Clint Eastwood. Do you remember? For a few dollars more was the title of this Western by Sergio Leone. I can almost hear Ennio Morricone's original soundtrack. But why were two Americans and an Italian in this remote corner of Spain? They were making one of the nearly 200 spaghetti westerns that were filmed here between 1960 and the late 70s. To understand the origin of this very particular genre, we must go back to World War II. Mussolini's dictatorship censored the films that came from the United States. Unable to appreciate the works of John Ford or Howard Hawks, many Italian producers decided to make their own westerns. Most of them were filmed in studios situated on the outskirts of Rome. That is why we Spaniards call them spaghetti westerns. The French do so the other way round, Western spaghetti. The Germans call them Italo-Western, and the Japanese prefer macaroni Western. However, the outdoor scenes were not filmed in Italy. Sergio Leone found his ideal setting in Spain. Though some filming took place in the provinces of Barcelona, Burgos and Madrid, it was primarily Almería and its desert landscape that fascinated Leone. A small aside before continuing. The Italians were not the first to do westerns in Europe. Our German friends were already enthusiastic spectators of the adventures of Winnetou, the Native American hero in Karl May's novels. But Winnetou mainly galloped through Croatia's spectacular settings before living his cinematic adventures in the south of Spain. Almería was a very poor area. Out of 40,000 inhabitants, around 13,000 lived in caves. The villages needed no changing. They already resembled those from Arizona or Mexico. The people from Almería at the time looked like true Mexicans when you added a mustache or a sombrero. There were also gypsies who proved to be excellent Apaches on horseback. Sergio Leone even respected the mourning of Spanish widows. Dressed all in black, they made perfect extras. There were thousands of extras. Westerns needed a lot of people to fill the towns and saloons, to attend duels and fights on horseback. And bingo, the extras from Almería were the cheapest in the world. They were paid a pittance, but for the farmers and miners in the region, it was a fortune. They earned more working as extras for a week than for 4 months in the fields. They were ready for anything. Some say they could die up to 7 times a week. And then there were the stars, meeting Clint Eastwood, Sean Connery, Anthony Quinn, Brigitte Bardot. They took part in unforgettable films made by the 3 Sergios of Italy. Sergio Leone with A Fistful of Dollars and The Good, the Bad and the Ugly. Sergio Corbucci with Django, Sergio Solima with Face to Face, and many others. Until the audience began to get bored, and the producers found cheaper settings and extras in North Africa. These spaghetti westerns were definitely very violent, but were more political and less racist than the American ones. The people from Almeria look back at this period with some nostalgia. No more Hollywood stars. Now the ones who fill the film sets, the hotels and the beaches are tourists. Well, the magic of those years seems almost intact in Los Albaricoques and in the 3 filming locations of the vast Tabernas Desert that have now become a tourist attraction.